Good morning. Today is October the 5th. Prepping Sunday dinner, and today's dinner is going to be barbecue pig feet, potato salad, baked beans, and something green. I have cabbage, maybe I have green beans, so we have to have something green vegetable. Now, I prefer to barbecue my pig feet whole. This is six of them, and they were $13. But this is how whole pig feet look if you've never seen one. But this is a prettier one. Isn't that pretty? What I'm doing now for about 30 minutes, I'm going to take them, cover them in water. They've already been cleaned and washed. Anytime I cook pig feet, which is probably maybe once or twice a year, you don't overindulge in these type of dishes. I place a capful of vinegar in that water. And when I fix fresh pork like pig feet or chitlins, I do cook any chitlins, I'll put a cap full of vinegar in there in the water after you've cleaned them thoroughly and just let it sit. And also, with chitlins, I'll also put vinegar in there while they're cooking. Now, place that in there. I'm going to put a cover on it, like I said, and let it sit for 30 minutes. I'll pour that water off, and I'll come back and show you my seasoning and cooking technique. Okay, they have been soaking for 30 minutes. I've drained them, and now we're going to season. And the seasonings I use are pretty staples in my home. The Tony Sachet, um, black pepper, garlic powder. This is actually cayenne pepper that I placed in the red pepper thing because the cayenne pepper is a big bottle of it and it doesn't have a sprinkler uh, top. And I also use onion powder. Now, one way I have cooked my pig feet is you take them and you place them in a pot of water. You cover them with water and you boil them with your onion, bell pepper, and garlic and your seasonings, and you boil them for about 30 minutes, and you take them and place them in a roasting pan and you bake them. But today I'm just going to bake them. I'm going to bake them at about 250 for about 4 or 5 hours. Um, I've tried this way also, and they're very good. Now, you can add seasoning to them like your onion, your garlic, and everything, but I just want that barbecue flavor today, so I'm just going to season them. Now, here's the thing. When you season them, you go ahead and place your barbecue sauce on them raw. And you get that barbecue flavor throughout because it's cooked in it, the entire time. So when we get to that step, I come back and I'll show you what barbecue sauces I use. I mean, you use your favorite. I like Kraft Sweet Baby Ray, and I found another that's really good. It actually tastes like it's been cooked. And we'll get to that step in just a second. Hold a minute. Okay, I always start off with my Tonys. Onion powder, black pepper, garlic powder. Of course, that Tony's chokes me. I, here's the cayenne. Now, you don't use a lot of cayenne because I like the flavor without all that heat. Okay, now we're going to turn them and do the same thing. Very simple. I mean, just like cooking any other meat. Basically, it's the same thing as your baked chicken recipe. Excuse me. Okay, and again. I basically use the same seasonings each time. I have found that another season I've incorporated in some dishes. I mean, some things it doesn't taste good in, but to the adobo seasoning. It's real good when you're doing your pasta dishes, especially the fettuccine. Okay, now here's the cayenne pepper again. Now, if you don't like the spiciness, skip the cayenne pepper and go a little light with the tuna seasoning. But I like mine a little spicy, not spicy hot, but okay. Now, uh, this step we season them with our seasonings, and again, I told you we put the barbecue sauce on now, and they're gonna cook in that barbecue sauce the entire time. Hold one moment, let me get it. Okay, I also place. I know I've used the vinegar already as a soaking agent, but I also place a little, just a little, in the bottom of this roasting pan. It's a tenderizer. It also cuts down on that fresh pork taste. Okay, now what we're going to do is just slather the barbecue sauce. Don't worry if it's not coated and all that. Remember, it's going to cook in it for all those hours. I don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about turning it over and coating it, because as it cooks, it's going to actually uh, saturate all sides. And then once you start turning and all that, it's going to be okay. And you can place this on. Uh, if you feel comfortable leaving your food cooking while you're gone, you can go to work, put this on about 200, let it cook all day. And I guess you can do it in a crock pot. We've done some. We actually did pig feet for my pastor at church. He didn't want barbecue sauce. We just did the pig feet in a pressure cooker. They did them that way. Okay, this Sweet Baby Ray's is a little thicker than a Kraft. The Kraft just will pour on. But you take this and you just bake it. Like I said, I'm going to bake it on 250 by probably about 5 hours or until it's done. I like mine to be so tender you can actually use a plastic fork. And you don't need one. One is plenty. But one, I'm sorry. And if I decide that this is not enough barbecue sauce, I'll just add some later. Okay, I will come back and show you the finished product.